Hey guys, it is me, Emina Shervia, back with another Amphibia Season 3 episode review and analysis, and today we're on episode 16, The Three Armies and the Beginning of the End. Just to let you guys all know about this, is that also this will contain lots of spoilers from, everything with Amphibia, including this episode and some theories that I think is going to be happening next, so if you don't want to get spoiled and, you want to keep your all theories and everything to yourself, please leave now and come back when you're done watching it. And if you're here to just watch and see what I think about it, then you came to the right place. But without further ado, let's go and hop into the very first episode, The Three Armies. This obviously episode is like half filler, half not, because it's building up the army, so you could think of it like half filler, half not. But anyways, guys, I guess Sasha and Anne totally forgot that the whole war between newts, toads, and frogs are not there since over 900 years, and since Andreas, she took the music box 1,000 years ago, that means there's a 100-year difference for the war to actually start. So I guess it just took them time to hate each other and finally let the new normal sit in. And that's pretty cool. It's a cool detail. And also, they had to all put the weapons away. Now it's funny, Polly just took them and ran. But then after that, they come up with plans. They're all terrible. The toads don't like the newt's plan, and the newts don't like the toad's plan. And the new and toads do not want to hear Hop Pop's plan because they think he's a frog. They all think that he's lower than all of them, like in the food chain. But so they all, and Sasha tries to make them all good. Try to teach them to work together. But then they all start like fighting, and Anne's like, at least they don't have the weapons. And then he was like, wait, did someone say weapons? And they all run to the weapons, and then Polly just gives them the weapons back. Yeah, that's a Polly thing to do. But anyways, Anne gets so angry, and then boom, full on calamity mode. What I did not even see coming. I didn't think it was gonna be in this episode. I thought it was gonna be in the beginning of the end, but no, here it is. And the whole hair glowing. Her hair hasn't glowed for like ever since True Color. So I guess she got really angry. Her emotions really kicked in for that to happen. She like kicked everybody away with one little whoosh. Yeah, she powerful. And then after that, she felt sad how she couldn't help and couldn't bring everyone together because in school she did it once and that's the only trophy she earned. But at the end, they all decided, after listening to Hop Pop's plan, he had a bit of all their plans mixed together, so they thought it was a perfect plan. They're going to sneak in, so while they go have a humongous army, distraction, some of them, like, and Mossy and all of them, would sneak in and steal the music box and save Mossy. That's the plan. And they're also saying how, it's kind of similar to the other plan for that series that Aunt Mossy used to watch. Like, Sally forgot the series names, but it's like, hey, it's kind of like that episode. So after that, Mother of Worms came in saying, oh, guess what, the war's tonight. Yeah, it's not 4 days, it's tonight. I hear the army. So they all had to prepare, and now they're ready for war. And the funniest thing at the end is like, so after finally getting them all together after all that hard work, he was like, so you gonna tell them about the raining zombies or the mushroom zombies? It's like, not yet. I found that perfect in the end of it. But moving on to the most devastating episode I definitely did. Not of the season, but, of this one, the bunch. We got here the beginning of the end. This is starting the 3-part season finale, if you're wondering. And this is when things get real. He even says to be continued at the end. So, yeah, major spoilers now. So after seeing a flashback, exactly how True Colors and also Reunion both had flashbacks of Sasha and Marcy, and now it's having a flashback of all three of them, because season 3, the ending of it all, it feels perfect. Actually, know it's a finale when they go to a flashback on Earth. So we got here the skeleton army here from the movie. She's just watching it, and then Mossy's just talking to them, and Anne's like not even listening, like, what? And then Sasha's just like, I don't actually care, being Sasha, old Sasha, not new Sasha. But then after that, both of them not giving her interest, they're not really caring, showing how they're really neglecting Mossy, making that line from the gates, Mossy at the gates, when she's like, oh, remember that game we used to play? Like, and then she's like, it's like, catchers, castles and cravens, or dungeons and Havens. I have no idea what the name is. Please tell me in the comments below. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for forgetting. And then Anna's just like, no. Exactly how she did here. And it's just a sad scene to actually understand how they've been neglecting Mossy, just, being with Mossy, but not really liking her, what she likes, not really spending time watching the things she enjoys. And Mossy's just sitting there, tucked them in bed, and enjoyed. It's pretty sad. It was a sleepover, obviously. But anyway, Sasha and Mossy have a whole plan, the whole box from the last episode. And then Sasha's just talking about how can we actually forgive Mossy, she kind of got us stuck here because she was moving. So obviously Anne tells her we need to give her a chance because, Hop Hop, same thing there. But we'll get back to that later on. So after that, you guys to see the whole war. it's invasion. The invasion's here. They're all gonna humongous war starting. But after that, well, all that's happening, they're sneaking in, and Sasha, they talk about how people, need a second chance. They need to be forgiven. You need to understand not what they did was wrong, like why they did it, and why she did that was to spend more time because they weren't neglecting her. So, and then Hot Pop is there because the whole music box incident in season 2, amazing. I love this episode so far, the pacing. But then after that, we see Olivia and Yunan finally popped up ever since their episode, Olivia and Yunan, and they've been affected by the whole sport thing. So after having an amazing anime battle with some smooth animation that I've ever seen in this episode, this whole episode has the smoothest thing in this episode, not True Colors, but the smoothest thing in this episode. They break the collars, set them free. They go in, like, I don't see Marcy, but that was a music box. They walk in, get tricked. It's a hologram. Yes, it's a hologram. They're tricked. And then they get captured, and there's a humongous eye, a room full of eyes that was super creepy and also cool at the same time. And guess what? It's our one favorite character, Darcy, that I was loving. She had a lot more screen time now. And then she says, oh, what are the memories? Talking, filling the girls in. It's like, hey, girls. Filling them all in with the whole memory and stuff like that, Filling them in of what happened to Marcy and how she's stuck in a little mine up in here. And also look at this pose. This is funny. I have to keep it in here. But anyways, it's so cool to finally see Darcy meet. And to finally see that Sasha and now finally know Darcy, because they thought of this plan, because, it was Marcy's plan. They didn't know that Marcy was going to be possessed and becoming Darcy. And they did not know that Darcy knew Marcy's memories. And they did not think that, that they were thinking about that plan. So they got captured, and then, they're taken all in. The whole army's getting captured. And then she's like, you know what? Let's just kill Anne. I was like, bro. Okay, on Disney Channel. Okay, let's get to this. Let's get right to the point. But then it turns out Anne outsmarts the Crow, saying, oh, if you kill me, what if I'm still looking at the box and it destroys the box's power? So the Crow said, let's just keep her in the sector slowly when she's awake. And this is why everyone's theories coming over her losing an arm. But then after that, they go to Earth. The whole box, all the rooms lit up. And then boom, they're in Earth and the final battle begins. And that is it for the 3 armies and the beginning of the end, part 1 of the 3-part finale. Next week is a 48 minutes finale, all in. Then the week after that will be the hardest thing. The end of Amphibia, sadly. So yes, tell me in the comments below, what do you guys definitely do think of this episode? I definitely do think that Marcy or Darcy's going to be saved, and it's going to be Marcy left behind. And I definitely do think in this episode they're going to have all the calamity powers. This is the big episode. I think this is definitely the biggest episode, and probably going to be the best episode of all Amphibia. This is definitely it. I definitely do think that, Sasha and Marcy and their anime powers are going to save Darcy. Andrea's going to betray the Crow, and that's how they're going to save Marcy and all the Frobos. I think that's how it's going to play out. We're finally going to see all the characters that we've been building up from Season 1 to Season 3, all in this epic Earth to Amphibia war. Anyway, some comments below what you guys do think about this video, and stay tuned for next week for another episode of Amphibia and Owl House review, and stay tuned because tomorrow we'll be doing the Owl House episode review, for that whole King episode. Sorry for being a little bit late, and this is a big episode. See you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.